Recently, someone sent me a video of a preacher who was preaching on marriage and was talking about exchange of marital vows like for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. And the preacher was saying that this was outdated and that it should be rewritten. And I watched the members of the congregation jubilating in admiration of what the preacher was preaching. Now, I want to react to this video. Marriage primarily is about love, and this love is unconditional. In the church, we preach unconditional love. Marriage is about unconditional love. When you exchange marital vows and say, I love you for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, you are expressing love that is unconditional. For instance, when you get married, you don't pray that sickness will come, but we know that sickness sometimes comes. And when sickness comes, will it affect your love for your wife? We've had cases where a husband fell sick or a wife fell sick, and the husband or the wife showed love, support, and concern that encouraged the other person. You even have cases where sickness will take somebody abroad, and the wife or the husband, whoever it may be, will show love and support and encouragement to the partner who was sick. That is when to show love. Marriage is not all rosy cozy. There are times of challenges. So when one partner falls sick, do you say, oh, I didn't bargain for this. I didn't know that sickness will come. I'm no longer going to marry this man or this woman because of sickness. Then you never loved that your wife or your husband from the beginning. Now, what if there is no money? For instance, now we are going through economic stress globally. Are you going to say, I'm not going to marry this man again because money is not coming? You could face hard times in your marital relationship. You could go through financial stress. And in times of financial stress, are you going to abandon your husband or abandon your wife because there is no money? Then you never truly loved him or her. Again, challenges will come in different ways. Marriage is like an aircraft that is flying, and somewhere along the flight goes through turbulence, what we call air turbulence. The air turbulence will shake the aeroplane, but it will never crash it. It goes through turbulence as part of its journey, but it will still get to its destination and land at its estimated time of arrival. Marriage goes through turbulence, marital turbulence. Marital turbulence can present itself in the form of sickness of a partner. And all the other partner needs to do is to show love, to encourage, to pray, and God will always answer. There are different stages and phases of challenges that we go through in marriage. That you don't have money today does not mean that you don't have money tomorrow. That you are going through economic stress today does not mean that you will not overcome it. And all you need, the both of you, is support and encouragement for each other, and you get on in your relationship. Persecution can come to your marriage. Challenges can come to your marriage. Now, I want us to hear what Jesus said about building a relationship in the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 7 from verse 24 to verse 27. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Now, I want you to understand that marriage is a house. And Jesus is saying here that anyone who hears his words and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Verse 25, the rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. Now, Jesus said here that rain came down, winds blew and beat against the house, streams rose and beat against the house, yet it did not fall. The rain, the streams, the wind could come in the form of sickness. It could come in the form of financial crisis. It could come in any form at all and will beat your house, that is your marriage. Will it make it to fall? Will it make it to crash? So when you are saying for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, you are saying that when rains will come, when storm will come, when wind will blow and beat your marriage, your family will not rock. It will not come down. It will not crumble. Your love will further be strengthened for each other. And Jesus said that the winds blew and beat against that house, yet it did not fall. There are many winds that are blowing marriages today, and marriages are falling. They are crashing. They don't stand integrity test of marriage simply because they were not built on the rock. And the rock is Jesus Christ. Now, verse 26, but everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his hand on sand. Today, many people are building on sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. Many marriages today are falling with a great crash. They don't survive the integrity test of marriage, the stream, the wind, the rain, because they are building on sand. If you are marrying for beauty, you are building on sand. If you are marrying for money, you are building on sand. If you are marrying for political reasons, you are building on sand. If you are marrying to create an impression, to make a statement, you are building on sand. And when the integrity test of marriage comes, that marriage will crash. Marriage is like a house. Now, there are two foundations Jesus mentioned here. Foundation on rock and foundation on sand. If you are building your marriage on sand, definitely it will not last. Many marriages today are being built on sand. That is why they are crashing when the integrity test of marriage comes. But if you build on rock, the rock is Jesus Christ. Your marriage will go through integrity test, but it will last. The wind will come, the rain will come, the flood will come, but it will not crash. You better build on the rock, and that rock is Jesus Christ. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.